effective hiring practices really, or as I call it, how can I stop hiring crazy people? Because really that's what the deal is, right? We hire crazy people. We think they're great, you know, they have a wonderful interview, and we hire them, and that surely is a problem. Before we get started, I'd like to introduce you to our family fish. This is Dale. Dale is a veil-tailed male betta fish. And so Dale was, of course, the only name we could choose for him. Our 6-year-old son came to us and said, I want a fish. And we talked about it. We thought, well, how much trouble really can a fish be? I mean, it's a fish. So what we did is we talked to him about responsibility, and we went out and we got a fish. And we got to the pet store. It was actually the second pet store we went to find the fish, which should have been an indicator to me that there was going to be problems coming my way, but it wasn't. So the second pet store, we picked up Dale, and they come with a starter kit. Betta fish come with a starter kit. They have their own little tank, and they have rocks, and they have a fake plant, and they have food. It's wonderful. Wouldn't it be great if employees came with starter kits? They don't. Anyway, so we were walking out of the fish store, and the fish expert said, oh, by the way, don't take the fish out of his little tiny container and put him in the tank until the water is exactly the same temperature. And I said, okay, and I got in my car and I started thinking about that, and we got all the way home, and I looked at my son and I said, we don't have a thermometer for the tank. So we did this. Nope. And after about 6 hours, my 6-year-old said, hey, let's put some hot water in the tank to make the water warmer so it'll match the container. And I thought, this is already working. He's already problem solving. I love this. I'm so glad we got this fish. And so we did that. About 48 hours later, we noticed the fish wasn't eating. So I went back to the pet store and I said, the fish isn't eating. And they said, oh no, you have to get the exact food that he was fed as a baby in the pet store. And we had flakes and he was fed pellets. So I got the pellets. And a few weeks later, he turned gray. Now, I don't know if anyone has experienced a purple fish turning gray, but it's really alarming to a 6-year-old. The fish is gray, so we found out about a thing called velvet. Velvet is a disease that bettas get when they're too stressed out. Okay? Now, or when the environment isn't exactly right, or when the water temperature isn't exactly right. And so the environment has to be perfect. So I went back to the pet store and I said, what could be causing this? And the fish guy said, well, the water temperature needs to be between 72 and 78 degrees. And I looked at him and I said, it's winter. And he said, yeah. And I said, our house is at 70 degrees. I have to raise the temperature of my house for my fish? And I decided that maybe there was a better solution, so we bought a new tank with a heater and a thermometer and new rocks and more goodies to put in the tank because we're at the fish store, and so the no fishing sign and everything we need. So Dale is doing well after antibiotics for fish and his thermostatically controlled environment.
Great accommodations.
And I know, don't I though? I mean, seriously. Now, I went through this whole thing and I thought, I have learned so many lessons from Dale. And most of them can be applied to having employees, right? Right. They get stressed out. You've got to figure out the environment they need to be in. You have to get the right thing to motivate them. So those are the things that we're going to talk about today. How best to hire people and not have a gray employee. Employee turns gray, maybe. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right?